UK Beach will be worth double rep. I'll be out there getting buckets and catching a tan.
The NBA on 2K Sports. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. We've got the Milwaukee Bucks and USA. And it's USA to start out. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
James is really a clever player. I mean, he uses trickery as much as he does brute force, proving to be one step ahead of them there.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Inside, here's Holiday, and Durant sends it back.
That extraordinary reach, combined with good timing, makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker. Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Paul passes to Chandler. Paul kicks to Durant. Three-pointer, good, and Paul gets the assist.
Boy, the floor awareness of Chris Paul. Gotta respect that. I mean, whenever one of his guys is open, he's getting the ball to him quickly and on time.
Now here's Middleton, and good that time.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Paul with the three, sinks the triple.
You know, the more of these threes Paul hits, the more dangerous he becomes as a passer, and he hits his fair share of those threes.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Here's Giannis. Lays it up and banks it in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Durant. James looking around. Paul kicks to KD. Pass to Chandler. Just 4 to shoot. USA moving the ball around, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Middleton outside over Davis, and Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. A nice shot by Tucker.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
And here's Westbrook from the arc, and that shot was up in time but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the first, Clark, in a close game so far. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Hey guys, what's your take so far on USA?
Well, this is the edge that great rim protection can give you.
Yeah, you know, you have a guy in there blocking a bunch of shots or multiple players blocking shots. It causes the offense to think twice when they go up for shots in there.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for USA, Kevin Love out there with Anthony. And there's Davis. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Harden in at the two-guard spot. And the Bucks with possession here, following the miss by Anthony Davis.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here. One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end, always in attack mode.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, if you just look for a few minutes at Giannis Antetokounmpo on the court, you know why he's called the Greek Freak. But it's the drive that makes him an MVP. He said, people try to make it complicated. Life is simple. You know what you want, go get it. Do what it takes every day and don't lie to yourself. Guys, I hope you understand I'm being truthful in all of these reports. Back to you.
Love the intensity. David, thank you.
Hey, you can't diminish Westbrook's triple-doubles, but just as important to me are the intangibles. His passion, his tenacity, his competitive spirit and drive. I mean, that infects the whole team in a positive way.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. And USA will go for a different look here. Tyson Chandler, he's checked in for Davis. James comes in for Kevin Love. Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Anthony. And it's Bryant in for James Harden. A big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Clock management, this is where they can get a 2-for-1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Holiday against Westbrook. For 3, Middleton. Chandler with the rebound. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Here's James. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Kobe, and that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. He got it up. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. USA ahead. They lead by a bucket. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. The Bucks trail. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Middleton in at the small forward position.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Nice aggressive move by Paul. You know, for a little guy, he knows exactly how to finish inside. Very good at making it happen against bigger players.
Here's DiVincenzo, following the basket by Chris Paul.
Love the read there from Antetokounmpo. I mean, his basketball IQ is really impressive when it comes to alley-oop attempts.
Paul kicks to Kobe. The 3 from KD trains the three-pointer. KD's got 6.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
Pass to DiVincenzo. Bucks passing it around. Middleton with it. He's picked up by James. Stolen by Durant. And now USA on the break. James with the ball and plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Milwaukee.
You know, when James is looking to score, he puts defenders in really tough spots. And when he's aggressive and tenacious, watch out.
First free throw is good.
Amongst the many things that I appreciate most about LeBron James, and there are a lot, his leadership. I mean, everybody else just kind of naturally falls into place behind him because he's such a good example and a positive leader.
Catching up on the changes for USA. Kevin Love's checked in for Chandler. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Kevin Durant. And it's James Harden in for Kobe. Down low. Up it goes, and the USA lead is cut down to 3 on the bucket from Antetokounmpo.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill, a lot for the defense to try to contend with.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And the wide-open shot from DiVincenzo buries the long-range jumper. DiVincenzo's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Anthony down low. Up and in on the layup.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo. Overpowering the D and still finishes.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. USA leads by 2. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the 4th quarter gets underway. We've reached the 4th quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for USA. A 2-point game. They've got Anthony. Russell Westbrook out there with Harden. Then there's Kevin Love. And it's Iguodala. And at the 3, the small forward. To the inside. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
Antetokounmpo's gone a nice 5 of 8 shooting from the floor. Stolen by Middleton. And it's the Bucks on the break. Up again, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Hey, offensive rebound. Positioning is important, but nothing's more important than pursuing the pumpkin. And Antetokounmpo is always in the chase.
The USA calls time here. They're trailing by 2. 1:31 left in the 4th quarter of this one. And USA with some changes. Tyson Chandler is checked in for Love. Kevin Durant comes in for Anthony. And Kobe is subbed in for James Harden. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Holiday comes in for Pat Connaughton. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I listened to USA's coach as he addressed his team. He said, I love how we're shooting the basketball. You guys have been locked in from 3. Just keep taking makeable shots. If you don't have it, pass it to the guy who does. Kevin?
Bounce pass, Holiday. Here's Giannis. 5 on the clock. It falls! And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Bucks.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And how about the work they're doing also on the offensive glass? Creating those extra opportunities has been critical.
And it's sent back by PD. Here's Iguodala. Count it.
Iguodala has been fantastic.
Here's Giannis. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on. And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was want to. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Here's Kobe. Good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Kobe has been sensational.
And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
And an intentional foul right there. It's the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
it definitely has the respect of the locker room. Holiday is someone that players enjoy playing with.
That makes it a two-possession game now. Those could turn out to be vital free throws.
The USA calls time here. They're behind by 4. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning. He's been picking his spots, and you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Somebody lit a fire under Kevin Durant.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Now USA with it.
Can't waste any time here.
No, you need a quick bucket and then a quick foul.
A second chance effort. Got it.
You just can't give Iguodala these looks. He's too experienced and crafty down low.
And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
For 3, Westbrook. It counts.
No surprise there. I mean, this is who Westbrook is. This is what Westbrook does. Ready to step up in the biggest moments.
So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.